Nobody's face is on here.
Where's my face?
Nobody's got a face. Hold
We
on
are-
just a second.
We
Pop, pop.
are faceless.
Everybody has a face.
Hello, Internet. We're Outsiders Arcana. We're playing the Curse of Strahd. This is episode 5. Yeah?
Is it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
How are you all doing this morning?
Magical.
Good.
Good.
Does anybody feel like doing a recap of the last session for an inspiration point? Or shall I do it?
Still stocked up. Somebody else do it.
Doesn't have to be perfect. You get points for bravery, and I can fill in the gaps.
Okay, so Cody doesn't want to do it. Nick, do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll take a shot. So, we left Barovia, the city, headed out of town to escort the Burger Kids to Ryelki. We soon came upon some gallows that turned real bad for Jason. We investigated some unmarked graves, and as we were leaving, Jason saw one of his friend orphans hanging from the gallows, and that freaked him out real bad. Ran up to him, and it melted on him. So, just more proof this land is full of goodness. We made our way to the to the camp where we were looking for the fortune teller. We got some interesting stories from some drunk natives. We got our fortune read. Revealed that there was a pendant that she had gave us, Madam, is it Eva?
Ava, yeah.
So she revealed that there was somebody that would help us a great deal. It was a child of the Vashani near Ryelki in that camp. There was also some ancient information that was also sounded like the same lost girl that would be able to aid us. Power was located under mounds of gold with the dead. And that we'd be able to find our enemy standing atop a, I want to say, a tower looking down over everybody. So I assume that our vampire bad guy is in his castle watching us. So we also saw more ravens at this time, looking at us from time to time. Somewhat fairly uneventful as we kept on. Traveled near the Castle Ravenloft. We were able to see it in the distance, but we kept going. We ran across where we would turn off to go see our horrifically named Bone Grinder windmill. And we kept going. We found a flag in the road with a mermaid on it. We also came across berserkers in the wild, which were brilliantly deterred by our tabaxi giving them some food, which could have been very bad for us if they were mad. We made it to Ryelki, saw wolf heads on pikes. Rogar was able to talk his way by the guards, and we got into town. Once we got to the inn/tavern, saw a bunch of ravens. Grim waved his arms furiously at them and threw rocks, and we got inside. We met the gentleman from the circus. He told us a bunch of stories. I met a couple noble children who just turned out to be douchebags. Got a room for the night. Jason was speaking to the bartender with possibly some knowledge on where all the orphans of his childhood went. After everybody retired, he came back down to see the bartender and an associate of hers, after a brief interaction, turn into ravens. And that's where we stopped it.
Yeah, pretty much covered it all. Take some inspiration. What you got there, Sam?
Sam, get inspiration.
I forgot. that we record this, and I would always lick the yogurt lid. And then
Who
at the
doesn't?
end, I realized looking at your guys' faces like, shit. Oh, I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
Got a little self-conscious halfway through that. I was like, I sure hope my mic's on.
Yeah, that mainly covers it. Yeah, Rogar intimidated the two noble boys at the table
Rar.
who were being obnoxious and womanizing. Uh, Grim asked a little bit about his grandmother to Danica, the barkeep, finding out that she stayed in the same room that they gave to all of you. Did a little bit of tossing and discovered a drawer with a hidden with a false bottom with a letter giving you exact instructions of where that sun sword is instead of a riddle.
Up your butt.
Which up your butt, yeah. It's in the
Yeah.
crypt of Castle Ravenloft, so
The
you
crypt
know
of your body.
where to look in Castle Ravenloft.
Yep. I knew to look there because my gran has a false bottom.
Everybody knows it.
I need to write that down in her character sheet.
Mhm.
Write that down.
False bottom girls.
Oh no, I don't like those as much. Uh, so, the rest of you, but Jason, have taken your long rest. When you awake, you'll be at level 4. But, to start with you, Jason, let's go with a little less ominous music here. Woodland campsite. It's not a campsite, but it's nighttime and it's close enough. There's a fireplace in here somewhere. Danica, let me give you guys handouts of what these two actually look like. I keep forgetting to do that for you.
At
So
the
when you
moment, I
walk-
assume they both look small black with feathers.
Right now, yes. But when you got here, you did see this mural on one of the walls of the Martikov family. And you should all see that now. So you got Danica standing
Damn.
there, their 2 kids, and this gentleman who is sitting in the seat is the one who was talking to you and turned into a raven first.
That is a thug ass picture there. I dig it. They all look like G's.
They're about to release a sick album.
Yeah.
So, Jason, these 2 people have turned into ravens right in front of you. And after a couple of seconds of your shocked silence, revert back to their human form. And just stare at you for a second to see your reaction.
Well, it would explain why we're being watched. Well, explain the Ravens' actions. Would you mind telling me why you're watching me so intently?
We came across the boys and the girls, the orphans, and took them in to try to keep them safe. When you entered, we keep a close eye on every adventurer that comes into this place to see if they can be trusted, see if we can help. One of the older orphans recognized you, told us about you.
Do they know what happened after they left the orphanage?
No. They know they were being taken off somewhere, and they ended up here before they got to their destination. Seems that they encountered the fog, the mist, before they were taken to wherever they were being taken to.
Are they okay?
They're okay. Most of them are like us now, per their choice to remain hidden from the dangers that lurk outside these walls.
Can I see them?
Absolutely. Come behind the bar, follow me.
I'll follow him, keeping a hand on my spear. I'm not
Sure.
entirely trusting these guys just yet.
They both look, take notice, but they don't mind. So they'll take you... Yeah, they'll just take you out the front door, actually. That'd probably be the quickest way to do it. So they lead you out the front to the stables over here. Stuff. So they take you around to the stables, this area over here. You hear the squawking of birds and the plaintive whinny of a horse as you peer inside this stable. Stalls are clean and well maintained. One of them contains a gray mare. A small door is set into the east wall, and a wooden ladder gives access to a loft overhead. And that's where they go. They climb up that ladder, which takes you... Yeah, I'm going to move you over here.
Did they just take me to a literal raven loft?
Yeah, they did.
I see what you did there.
So now you're on the upper floor. And you see quite a number of ravens up here. Some of them sleeping, some of them just kind of resting. And he looks to you, looks at some of them, like they typically like to stay in the raven form whenever they're here. It makes them look less suspicious, less of a target, but I could try to nudge one of them to change back if you like.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yep. Hey, it's your old friend, Jason. Wake up. He wants to make sure you guys are okay. And one of the ravens looks over at you and cocks his head and begins to... The feathers begin to fade and they begin to swell up, and it's about seems like a 15-year-old boy. Looks like the one that you saw hanging in the gallows, but older. It's been a few years, so they've aged. You'd recognize him as little Benjamin.
So Jason's gonna break form a little bit and just run over to him and scoop him up because he's literally been looking for this kid for 5 years.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to really act in this situation. He's just kind of looking at you, and then you do that, and he hugs you back, and it's good to see you.
I've literally walked thousands of miles looking for you. Are is it really you? Are you okay? I mean, are they treating you right? And the whole time I'm just like making sure he's flesh and blood.
Yeah, yeah. It was it was it was scary at first. We went through this mist. I don't know where these guys were taking us, and um, these wolves. Right when we got in, these wolves started attacking the wagon and killed the guys that brought us here. And Erwin, he points to the guy. Erwin swooped in with some other big bird guys and fought him off, swooped us away, and then got us to safety. Uh, yeah, gave us shelter, took care of us, and some of us turned us into really cool, powerful bird guys. Fly now, so it's really cool.
Well, the night the last of you guys left, uh, there was some major stuff that happened at the orphanage. You know how all the priests at Greg were not nice or good. Um, Greg sent me to go get some of his medicine from the halflings, and by the time I got across the lake, we saw all the smoke, and I came paddling back as fast as I could. Uh, old Greg had slaughtered all the other priests.
Old Greg?
I was able, yeah. I don't know how he did it, but when I got in, they were all just slaughtered, and everything was on fire. He came in the room and ended up throwing me through a set of double doors. That's how I got all these, and I'll take the wraps off my arms.
Oh.
I didn't know what to make of it. The halflings were able to put me out, and they healed my arms. Old Greg had a journal. The priests were selling you guys to somebody. He had found out, and they had threatened on killing me. That's why he went along with it for maybe a week or so until he couldn't take it anymore. After you guys had all been shipped out, he sent me away, and then he stopped everything they were doing.
That's good. Did old Greg come with you?
Yeah. No, he didn't make it out of the fire. After I was well enough, the halflings helped me channel all my anger and stuff into fighting. But I've literally walked the Sword Coast for 5 years trying to find you guys. I only found the two that went to the farms real close to the orphanage. I was really beginning to lose hope.
We're okay. Just wish that we could get out. I'm glad you're good. Glad old Greg killed those dingholes.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do now. I mean, I spent the last 5 years of my life just trying to find any evidence you guys are alive.
At this point, Danica... Well... Your only real option now would be to try to get out of this place. To take these kids back home or wherever you're from. We've done what we can, what we think is best, but I know we would like to be able to get out. We'd like to get our own kids out.
So it sounds like there's only the one real way to do that.
We can try to do whatever we can to help, but unfortunately, we're not powerful enough to take out the devil himself. We don't know a whole lot. I think they're suspicious of... They don't really know the ins and outs of our organization, but I mean, they got eyes and ears everywhere. Well, we can try to get our hands on weapons, if you like. If you need money to buy something, whatever little stuff we can do to get you all on your way. Obviously, from here on out, if you need a place to sleep, we can give that to you. Oh, and I should mention, the room you're in isn't the room you're going to be staying. That's actually our room. We put you there just in case we couldn't trust your friends. So we got a secret door. We can go in there and just kill them if they were causing too much of a fuss. But we won't have a need for that
now. Thank you for taking care of I guess my brothers and sisters. Yeah, please help us when you can. And I looked a little Benjamin and ruffle his hair. You've gotten awful tall.
Right?
And I'll make my way back to my room.
Cool. And actually, since you're up there, Erwin will walk over to... That's not what I wanted to move. He'll walk over to this corner here, and he opens up a secret door that leads directly to your room, where the other three are currently resting. Faster this way if you want to do that.
I will. Are any of them awake?
I don't know. Would you guys be awake or be keeping watch or anything like that?
One of us would be up. I don't know who it would be.
This just depends on how long you waited to go speak to Danica.
Well, either way, when I come back, I'll gently wake up Grim. And I want to kind of whisper him everything that the Ravens are and what they're doing. And ask him once again to please not kill the Ravens.
Ravens, sure, okay. And then I'll fall back asleep. I probably did not sleep well at the Vistani camp, so this is my chance to like really get some Z's in.
Oh, and before you go, Jason, he moves over a batch of hay to reveal a chest, and he opens it up, and he'll give you 2 elixirs of health and 3 potions of healing. And he pulls out this gray bag, and he's just like, this is sort of a wild card thing. It's called a gray bag of tricks. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's stupid, but it's always entertaining. And he hands it to you.
And that was a gray bag of tricks.
Mm-hmm. I will show that to all of you as well.
Don't look gray.
Right. It doesn't look gray.
There are different colors of the magic bags of tricks. You got to scroll down. You got the rules of the gray bag.
Why didn't we get the multicolor bag of tricks?
You don't have that. You're sleeping, Grim.
Multicolor.
Be cooler is a multicolor. But he gives you that. Have a good night. Shuts the door behind you.
I will sit back in a corner and go to sleep happy.
Cool. So, you all complete a long rest. You wake up at level 4. And I need some music up in here.
There's like horse shit in this room now.
That bag wasn't handed to me because I would just be pulling 3 animals at the beginning of each day, every day. Like 1, 2, 3, yeah.
I will relay all of that to everybody before we go down in the morning and divvy up any potions to whoever would want it.
Okay.
What's the elixir of health do?
The elixir of health. When you drink this potion, it cures any disease afflicting you, and it removes the blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned conditions. The clear red liquid has tiny bubbles of light in it.
You guys split those up between you. I can do all that myself.
I'll give a potion of healing to Grim and Mist and hold one of the elixirs out to whoever wants it.
I think that was Grim grabbing it. A hand I saw.
Shall come handy if I ever lose my tongue and need to perform a spell.
Makes
What?
the video game player in me nervous because if there's something to fix that, that means that's probably going to happen to us.
I certainly don't know. Depends on how the random encounters keep working.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll just keep wandering through Brovia.
But it is a new morning. You feel rested, you feel strong. The day is yours.
I would like to find the Burger Kids and go shopping.
Okay. You would know that they are, if you look at the upper floor, that they would be in this room here, which you'd have to get to by going outside and around up the outside stairs.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay. Anybody joining him in this, or are you doing other things?
Well, I'd like to go shopping.
So you go with Rogar to gather up Ismark and Irina. Grim?
I'll wait at the bottom of the steps.
Grim?
I am gonna go on a solo journey to look for some weird stuff in the town.
All right. So the four of you go down the stairs, go outside. Three of you head towards this area here on the ground. Let's just do this the fast way. Jason's down the stairs over here. Grim and Mist end up here. And we'll get to Grim in a little while. We'll just say right there for now.
I bang on the door.
All right. The door cracks and you see Ismark like pop his head out. It's like, oh, good morning, Rogar.
Hey.
How are you all doing? You want to get breakfast? At a shop, I don't know what they've got here.
Let's do both.
Very well.
Eat breakfast, and then we'll head to that, there was like a little shopping spot right by the gate that we came in, right?
Yep, a stockyard.
Go check that out.
I'll get you back to the town map here.
Get my component spells, see if there's anything dumb I need. Cup of water, that's pretty easy. Powdered silver. Really, so we don't have to go like stall to stall. I myself am looking for powdered silver around in increments of 25 gold worth.
Powdered silver.
Yeah.
You are all down there now.
That's what I'm looking for. Of course, if there's like a weapon shop or anything like that that pops out, I'd like to check that out. My main goal, powdered silver.
Okay.
The only component that I don't have.
Walking through, you don't see much in the way of a weapon shop based on a little bit of knowledge that you've come across. They may not want to have normal people running around buying and selling weapons all the time. This Baron wants everybody to be happy.
Hmm.
Wait, but how are they supposed to hunt the wolves? They don't have weapons.
They've got weapons. Like, people have their own weapons, but there's no like great big weapon shop.
Gotcha, okay.
That just
Okay.
means somebody's doing it under the table. We need to find that person.
There it is. So you go to the Erisek stockyard. It's an older couple, middle-aged couple, sitting there, and silver powder. Let me see what we have. We don't have the greatest selection. We get what the Vistani give us. Looking for a silver powder and what else?
Silver powder's the only thing I'm looking for that I need.
Okay.
I guess if there's any interesting, like, potions or elixirs there.
Just taking a quick look at what they have in the back shelf. It's barren, basic adventuring gear.
Sure.
Not a lot of...
But, you know, maybe, like, somebody happened upon a scroll of wish.
Yeah.
I'll get that.
Silver crown. We've got some. It's not a lot. I'd say this is about 5 gold worth of silver powder. Would that do?
Not at all.
Sorry. I know there is a Vistani camp about the southwest of here. I don't know if they would be willing to trade with you. They typically like to mark up their prices, though. We've got some holy water.
How much?
25 gold.
Is that a single vial?
It's a flask. It's a pound.
Yeah, I'll take that. And
Right.
I pull out a skeleton hand with a gold ring on it and just kind of throw it on the counter. How's that?
He looks at the hand confused and then sees the ring. Oh. Tries to clean it off as best he can with his shirt. But that'll do. That'll do. Here you are. The holy water is yours.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Anything else? Do what I can. Got arrows, caltrops, basic healing potions. Nothing fancy.
I just
Like
look at
it.
Jason and Mist to see if there's anything they want.
I mean, if they don't really have weapons or anything, I can't think of anything.
How far is
Right.
that camp? Southwest.
It's the other side of town. I'd say from here you might be able to get there in an hour or two, depending on how many people are in town, the foot traffic. If you were to pull out the map, it's the very far left bottom corner. I'm pinging it right now.
Well, thank you. Is there
Thank you.
anything perhaps that is hidden from your burgermaster, trade-wise?
Not necessarily. There's plenty of hunters that go out and get the wolves. I don't know if they've got a supply of weapons they'd be willing to part with. But the burgomaster doesn't like to promote too much violence. See, if we all finally find it in our hearts to be happy, then Strahd will just leave us alone. All will be well. That's what he says.
Don't you worry. When I take over, I'll change that.
What?
I turn around and just start walking away from that stand.
You see this old man just like look at the two of you confused. He doesn't say anything.
He just says stuff to sound cool. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Have a nice day, and I'll
you
turn and
have
follow.
a nice day too. All right.
As we catch up to Rogar, I'm like, wait, do you want to own this place and take over.
Yeah.
What about, like, didn't you say you had a brother?
Yeah.
You want to bring him here?
No, I think this will be mine.
Oh.
And then I'll, like, visit.
Oh, yes, of course. Alright, well, just, yeah, great ambition. You gotta have a BHAG sometimes.
Gives me something to work for. Otherwise, I'll
Yeah.
just go killing.
A big, hairy, audacious goal. Yep, perfect. Just kind of take a step back and, like, look over at Jason, like...
Take that,
Sure glad you're on our side.
True. I'll take that
Alright,
big flask of holy water and, like, tie it up in one of my arm bracers. Like, slip it inside of it, so I just have it at the ready.
Cool. Grim, your three companions went to the east to shop. What direction do you want to go? You can grab your boy and take him wherever.
I want to ask the bartender or whoever is staffed in the place we're staying where the lord of this town lives.
Oh, okay. It's Danica again, the same lady that was there last night. The Baron's place is just a little bit... it's south of here. You can take either the road to the left or the right. It'll eventually move its way. I'd say if you go to the right, it'd be a little bit faster. If you're looking at the map, it is here.
Gotcha. All right, then I imagine I walk out of the building with my milk mustache and I'll stare up at the roof to see if there's ravens.
Mm-hmm. Yep, ravens. Ravens all over.
I look at them with my fist clenched and I know your secret. Live for another day. And then I journey off.
They caw at you mockingly, sarcastically.
I'll journey off to the Lord's Manor because there are two weird things about this place. The fact that they had milk and the fact that this guy loves for everybody to have wolf hunts. It's very bizarre, so I'm going to just stand outside of his manor taking notes of people that come and go. If I spot him leaving, any weird conversations outside the building, I'll eavesdrop.
Okay.
Just hanging out, waiting for weird to happen.
You see, and there's a couple of guards on either side of the door. You see guards patrol every once in a while. This mansion has walls of plastered stone that display many scars where the plaster has fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every window, including a large arched opening above the mansion's double entrance doors. That's what you see at first glance. Some time goes by. A big man eventually comes out with a couple of guards holding stacks of paper. And let's see, this guy's probably about 6'4", bald, pretty burly. But the very first thing you notice is his right arm is abnormally large and fiendish. It has barbed spines, elongated fingers, and long nails. Very unhuman compared to the rest of his very human self.
Take a mental note of this, and I want to follow this boy around.
Okay.
And that's what I'll be doing. I'll just be following him around, taking mental notes.
All right. He makes his way to the right towards this area here. What are the rest of you doing? What direction are you going? I will say that while you were at the Starkyard, you would have just noticed again that carnival wagon that was sitting over there.
That for us? carnival wagon?
Yeah. Just another mental note that there is still that carnival wagon there, and
It's just like a little carnival wagon, like they do like some little tricks in front of, or is it more like fake salesman kind of style?
it's big, like carnival circus folk. Um, show it to you.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you mentioning it last week, but I wasn't quite sure. Okay.
I mean, while we're on Grim stuff, we'll probably wander over there.
Yep. Yeah, you did notice on your arrival that this area appeared to be kind of the town square. So you can check that out to see what's happening.
Where does
So
Big Boy go?
He's going into the town square with the 2 guards. Just
He's still carrying a big old stack of papers.
well, he's not, but the guards are. And you
Okay.
see, as they're walking, they've been tearing down old flyers that talk about the last festival of the Wolf's Head or whatever. And he's replacing them. He's having the guards replace them with with these new flyers for the new up and coming event that's happening in 2 days.
I'm gonna go walk up to one of these flyers and peep my eyes on it, see what we got.
I will show it to you. That's not what I meant to press. Get out of my face! That's also not what I meant to press. Laptops are a horde. I'm going to throw up if you don't do what I want you to do. Just read it to you. Gosh dang it. If it'll let me. Alright, I can figure this out. Hey, there it is. It says, "Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendance and children required, rain or shine. All will be well," in big, bold capital letters. And then underneath, "The Baron."
Does it say where this thing is occurring?
It doesn't,
Wh-
but you could probably assume it would be the square.
Okay. I'm gonna keep following Big Boy. That's just what I'm gonna be seeing where they go after they're done with their flyer business.
At this point, I'd say the rest of you, if you think that you would make your way to the town square, would you?
Is that where
that's probably the way we're headed.
the carnival thing is?
Yeah, it's definitely the most bustling part of the town. There's a lot of people. There's tiny shops, street merchants, some food, things like that. It's
Yeah, we'd head that way.
So this will be for all of you as you're actually approaching in the square. You see the shops and homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks, locked in which are several men, women, and children wearing crude plastered donkey heads. In the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of an impressive man facing west. And as you're walking, you'd all be seeing these old flyers that say, "Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendance and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well," in big, bold letters. The Baron. And then at this point, you'd all
How
probably
long does it look like?
What?
How long does it look like the kids have been in the stockades?
It's hard to tell because they're all wearing these fake donkey masks. You can make a perception check if you want to try to see about their clothes. This probably would have been overnight, since it's first thing in the morning. At least overnight.
Are there guards or anything nearby?
There are. You see this big bald guy that I told Grim about, and they're going around. He's got 2 guards with him, and the guards are taking down these old flyers and putting up these new ones. And he's just kind of surveying, looking around, looking at the stocks, keeping a general eye out.
I'll approach the guard real quick.
The big guy? The big guy? Or one of the...
Yeah, whichever one's not...
regular-
Whichever is not hanging the flyer at the moment.
Okay. So that would be the big bald guy.
What did the kids do to deserve the stockade?
Oh, well. These children and their parents are being held for malicious unhappiness.
And the stockade helps that?
Well, yes. You need to, if we're not, as the Baron says, happiness will keep Strahd at bay. And if they're going to continue to be hateful and unhappy, they need to be punished, and with the donkey heads, we get amusement. So they're helping now.
The children in the stockade with the fucking donkey masks are making you happy?
Well, yeah, look how funny they look.
The children.
Yeah. Unhappiness won't be tolerated in Valaki.
What is the fine for feeding and watering somebody in the stockade?
Oh, you could feed them and water them if you want to. They just need to stay
I'll
there.
beeline.
He just watches you.
I'll take the kids' mask off and feed them a ration and water. Make sure they're okay.
Thank you. Are you gonna let us go?
I'm working on it, kid. What did you guys do to get put in here?
We were being too unhappy. We didn't like the last festival, and we're sorry.
You ain't gotta be sorry to me. Just hold on as long as you can. Is there any ravens I can see?
Make a perception check. Yep, you see 2 kind of floating overhead.
So I'm gonna test out my new telepathic feature, and I'll ask one of the ravens. So which kids do you decide to help, and which kids do you decide to leave in the stockade overnight? They can't respond to me. It's just me throwing shade at them.
Oh, okay. You can see their flight pattern kind of slows. And they come closer to you. Just enough to where they can make eye contact with you, and then they fly off towards the inn.
So after I feed and water the kids, I'm gonna make my way back to the big bald guy.
He's already just kind of started making his rounds. After he noticed that you didn't try to like break him out, he's just not paying much attention. But yeah, you walk up to him.
What if the only way I could be happy is to take those kids out of the stockade?
Turns to look at you. What assurances do I have that they're not going to try to cause more problems in the town?
While he's
Well, the one
doing
assurance
that,
you have.
while he's doing that, can I go like try to pick the locks off the stockades just to let the children go?
You can try.
And I'll tell them to go to the tavern if I can get to. So I'll try to do that while he's doing that.
First of all, make a stealth check to see if you can get to the stockades in a very busy town square without anyone being suspicious of you.
If I'd have seen her heading that way, I would have put the old guy or the bald guy's back to the stockades while I was talking to him.
What's your passive perception, Jason? 12? Then yeah, you'd see her making her way that direction. Check something real quick.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to roll that.
That's alright, we can leave it there. What the frick? Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Jason, make... So Isaac's passive is 12, yet you are actively working on distracting him, so I want to say... I'll say that works. Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for that. So Mist is heading that direction. It's busy enough to where normal commoners and townspeople aren't paying you much mind. However, you do get some looks because you are clearly an outsider. But they typically look and go about their business. So Jason, so you're heading that way. Jason, you are talking, you asked about this. He says, what assurances do I have that they won't try any more mischief?
The only thing I can assure you for certain is you're going to get whatever you put into those children. If you put them on display and humiliate them, that's not going to go well. You want them to be happy, you're going to have to spend time and treat them with kindness. This is not the way to do it. And I'm asking as a formality, let me take the kids out of the stockade. And I mean no disrespect, but I'm going to take the kids out of the stockade, whether you approve it or not.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. Or an intimidation if that's the route you're going.
It's the same for me.
Okay. Whatever you think, if you're trying to appeal to his... He gets close and puts his giant hand on your shoulder. Tell you what. 50 gold. And if I don't see a smile on those faces when you take those masks off, you'll join them. At this point, Mist, if you'd like to pick those locks using that roll, you can. And you can get them out.
Okay, I'm picking them. Picking the locks. And is the guy's back is to us, right?
The big guy is.
Alright. And
But
then
some townspeople, I mean, you're in the middle of broad daylight, you're big black cat. Some people might notice you.
That's fine. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
How many children are there?
Just 2. Looks like a family of 4.
Wait, 2 children, family of 4?
There's a man, a woman, and 2 children.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna get all of them. So.
You gonna try to get all 4 of them?
Yeah. I'll go for the kids first.
Okay.
Then the mom, then the dad.
I'll say these are simple stocks. I'll allow that roll to take care of all 4, but you might need to make... I'm going to make you do a stealth check for each one.
Okie dokie.
But you get 1 out with that. And at this point, he's got this giant maw on your shoulder, Jason. And if you're paying attention, actually you see that she got the first one out. Okay, all this is going on. Rogar wants to do something. You see this, Rogar? What's going on? What are you doing?
Seeing the big hand get placed on Jason, I'll just kind of walk up behind, stand behind Jason and look at this guy and go, "Do we have a problem?"
That's up to this one here. It's up to this one here. That's not his voice.
Maybe we should start completely again. I would like to take those kids out of the stock to ensure they have a smile on their face. This was obviously a misunderstanding, and I would hate that giant shadow behind you to remove your hands from your arm before it was removed from my shoulder. I think we should all just be happy here.
He takes his hand off and puts it on his weapon and say, "I think it's time for you and your friends to get out of Velaki. Now."
He doesn't seem too happy. Put him in there.
And yeah, Mist, you're rolling super hot. And you can get everybody out. But it's still getting really heated here.
I'm gonna keep, as soon as I get them all out, like, no matter what they're doing, I'm gonna get them out of here and walk them to the tavern.
Okay. I'd say at this point, easy enough to do because everybody in town knows this big bald guy, and everyone's starting to notice that something looks like it's gonna get violent around here.
Just can I like throw my voice in the crowd while walking away with them and be like, put him in the stockades! Put him in the stockades!
You can do that.
I don't know if I could do that. That'd be very good, but it's funny.
If you really want to try to throw your voice, you can roll a performance check and hope that it doesn't just sound like it's coming straight from you.
Nope, I'm gonna keep going. I want to get these people out of here.
Okay.
So, I just want to say that this entire time, I am just watching all this go down. I was tailing this big arm guy. I'm watching Jason interact with him. I'm like, oh shit, is thing gonna go throw down? And then I see Rogar come up. I'm like, oh shit, things are definitely gonna throw down. And I see Mist over here trying to get these children out. I'm just like, I should probably help them, but I'm fascinated by all this that is happening. So I'm just gonna keep watching and taking mental notes.
Okay. He's said that you guys need to leave, and he's staring at you with his hand on his weapon. What do you do?
How many of the people does Mist have out at the moment?
I'd say at this point, it's very easy for her to get them unlocked. So they're probably just now getting to the nearest alleyway around the corner. At this point, a raven, you spot a raven flying around, and it shits on the bald guy's head. Whoa! The fuck! The fucking bird! Oh! Fucking hell!
I'll turn and walk into the crowd.
Okay. Yeah, he's distracted by bird shit. So he's over here trying to what? God, give me a handkerchief! Give me something to wipe this shit off my head! Rogar? What do you do?
I guess I'll turn around. Try using your other arm, you big bald twat.
Hold on. Oh, I keep losing stuff. Yeah, he didn't hear you.
Oh, well, that's
Say
too
that and
bad.
you say that and you walk away. Because, yeah, he's screaming for
I
the Garth
said-
to give him the handkerchief. All right. Things are getting distracted. You notice some of the townsfolk trying their best not to laugh. You, for the time being, seem to have avoided a confrontation. What do you want to do now?
I'll make my way in the direction that Miss snuck off with the family.
Okay.
I
You all
would be
head
trying to
towards
keep
the
the
inn?
children concealed with my cloak too, just a little easier.
Okay.
If not, I can give my cloak away, whichever kind of like hides them up.
You see some people, you had a feeling some people might notice, but they don't rat you out. Based on some of the looks in these people's eyes, like on the outside, this place seems a lot more jovial than the village of Barovia does. But looking into some of their eyes, the hopelessness that you saw in some of the Barovians is still there amongst the Valachians.
Yeah, dead eyes.
You got a sense that this whole stay happy and everything's fine, like most people don't buy it, but you've seen what happens when they question it. But you do make it to the inn with these kids. I'd say Ismark and Irina would have just gone back to the inn after you guys went shopping, so they're not with you anymore. Unless you insist they join you.
Probably not.
Yeah. What do we want to do now, y'all? You got this family of 4 out of the stockades. Mostly successfully.
I'll just tell them to sit down, wait for Jason at least to get here. since he told us about some bird family that lives here that helped his kids become birds, so maybe they can help these people.
You tell them about the secret bird people?
No. I just am sitting here waiting to talk to Jason about that because he told us about it. Be like, here you go, G. I don't know if you want to make them birds or not, but they're here.
Oh, you're talking to Danica and Erwin about these.
No, I'm just saying that's what I'm thinking while I'm waiting
Oh,
for
okay.
Jason, because like that's just what I'm gonna tell
Gotcha.
Jason when he gets here. Be like,
Gotcha. I thought that you
Alright.
were like, I'm just gonna tell this family of 4 about this secret organization of were ravens I just found out about.
Would you guys like to be birds?
All right, when I get there.
Okay.
So I'll pull out my meager little 12 gold pieces. I'll give them to the family. Get some food. Go home. Be their house for a few days. Just try to lay low for a while. Stay away from the guards if you can.
This is all too much. I think we would have been fine eventually. I hope that this doesn't make things worse. I do appreciate it though. And they're definitely getting my children free. But we will.
Oh, at least put a smile on when you're walking through town. This place is weird.
No, it's not. Gives you a wink. All will be well. Be careful. That big guy is he can do some scary stuff with that stupid arm.
Did you see the big dragon guy outside the bar?
Yeah, he looks like he can do crazy stuff with his whole body.
Be safe. Keep your kids safe.
Thank you.
How old are the kids, real quick?
They'd probably be about 9 and 10.
Okay, that's old enough. Yeah. I'm like, while the dad's talking to Jason, I'll be like, hey, if you ever get in trouble, here's an arrow. You can stab someone real good with it. Give them both an arrow.
Ooh.
Now, only use it in a life or death scenario. Alright? Alright.
So the next time they try to take us for saying,
Oh.
"Oh, this party's lame," like,
I mean, smile.
get him right in the
Just smile and do that crap. if they
smile
want you-
and stab.
Smile and wave, but
Like-
stab if you need to stab.
All will be well. See, get away, Mister.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is that good?
No, it's not. But you got the right attitude, and that's what's important. All right. Yep. Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Only stab when you're in danger, like someone's going to kill you. Not like, oh, you should smile. Like, only if they're going to kill you. You know
How
what
do I
dying
know?
is?
I know what dying is, but how do I
Okay.
know? Because
Um,
everyone looks mean when they're. Everyone looks like sometimes I think Dad's gonna kill me.
And
Whenever
then
I
pull a dagger on the kid and hold it to his throat. This is what I mean. And then I put it back. So something like that. Yeah. So that would have been
They
the
try
time.
to they try to stab you and then they drop the arrow.
All right, see, you got it. So now you're aware. Oh, no, don't cry. Smile. 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 All right. Okay, put that arrow in your pocket. I'm gonna walk away now.
They were better off in the stockades.
Good morning so far. Rogar, you did the thing and you walked off. Did you go back to the inn with your companions?
I went to the inn. I just stood outside.
And Grim, you watched all of that transpire from outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna linger for a moment just to see where the bald man goes after the posters and encounter, and then I'll follow the party.
So after a while, like, one of the guards is able to get him cleaned up with some water and some rags, and this bald man looks just super pissed off. Eventually notices that the stockade is empty, and in a huff heads back towards the burgomaster's mansion. Tells the two guards to keep replacing their flies. I gotta tell the Baron.
Okay.
I can't wait to kill this guy.
Yeah, I'll head back to the inn to tell everybody what I witnessed.
So reconvene. It's been, I don't know, 2 hours maybe. It's been an eventful morning. You get this family some food. Grim exchanges information about what he has been finding, and now you're all at the inn. What would you like to do from here?
Need to go find a kid by the lake. I recommend we go do that. Because tomorrow I'd like to go look at the windmill.
Well, you mentioned if they don't sell weapons openly, they probably have like an underground guy.
Probably. I looked to the family that was just released. Hey.
Huh?
Is there an underground crime organization in this town that sells weapons?
Oh, God, no, not that I'm aware of. That sort of thing would be...
The kids start stabbing Rogar.
Good luck.
Stop.
The Baron keeps it. Unless you're a known hunter, the Baron's got access to weapons. I hear that the Vistani have weapons. Maybe talking to one of the hunters.
Say I wanted to go kill that big bald twat.
Oh, God.
Where would I get weapons
Yeah.
to do that?
I don't know. You could try the hunters, but if the hunters find out that you're trying to kill that guy, they probably won't help you. He's a dangerous man.
So kill them too.
The hunters...
Compiling quite a list.
Oh, God.
Alright, let's go to the lake.
I wouldn't kill the hunters. They keep the wolves at bay.
We're just gonna leave each town in a little bit better shape.
It's more lively than it's been in months, I'll tell you that.
The first shop that I can get a cloak and something to kind of hide my face a little bit, I will do that.
I'd say that at the stockyard, you can get a nice simple cloak for like a gold piece.
That is all I have on me. I am completely broke now.
Alright.
I'll immediately put it on and put the hood up so I can't easily be identified.
Didn't that goth band say that they'd give you some gold?
Yeah, maybe they
Do what
have
now?
weapons.
The goth band. People that own the tavern. Tell you they'd give you some gold if you needed it.
Yeah, I just haven't asked for gold yet.
Oh, where?
So, are we interested in hanging around here and
Yes.
seeing what this carnival business is about? Or this... I'm a little bit confused. There's a carnival, but then there's, like, an event that the Lord hosts. It seems like he's doing something to these people. Something's odd here.
It's in a couple days, so we have time to explore.
Ah, so journey to the lake and return here, and I do have an idea. I don't know what you all think about it, but I was just thinking. This lord here is weird, and in fact everybody here is weird. And we have brought a burgomaster from another place here. He doesn't quite want to return to the other place to be the burgomaster there. I wonder if we could somehow arrange for our burgomaster to be the burgomaster of this town. What do you all think about this?
That's called an overthrow. I mean, we could do it. We just gotta kill him.
Hmm. Is there not in a more official way, maybe, you know, an election or like a duel?
I mean, you could try.
Is the innkeeper there?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
see
just-
Danica's behind the bar.
I'm gonna look to her and ask her if there's any like formal way of running for burgomaster, like a rival burgomaster wanting to.
Are you
know.
going up to the bar or just yelling us from across the bar?
No, I'm not gonna yell this. I'm gonna very quietly, just under my breath, ask her if there's any formal ways of.
Oh goodness. The Valakovich bloodline has been the burgomasters of Valaki since the beginning. They will not give up their power without some sort of a fight. There's not really elections.
I see. What if there were documentation that surfaced that explained that our burgomaster was in fact the true heir to this city?
You speak of Ismark the Lesser?
Yes.
I don't think anybody would buy that. The bloodlines of both places are very well known for generations. It would have to be one very, very convincing set of documentation that I don't even know you could possibly do.
What about this? You see, the way that this town is ruled is very similar to a house of cards. So is there a card that we could remove that would make the whole thing collapse? Is there one person that if they were to change their mind, all the others would follow suit?
The Baron himself, yeah, the Baron himself. If you were to kill or convince Isaac, his big henchman, he's too thick and loyal to the Baron. The Baron himself is a Weasley little man.
I see. Does he ever come out of his fortress?
From time to time, he will be present. The Blazing Sun Festival, for sure.
I see. I return back to the table and I thank her. It seems we have to take out the Baron and his big beefy boy. It's the only way.
I'm in. Let's do it. Right now.
Well, we have to wait until the festival. That's when the Baron comes out of his fortress. We can go do this lake business and...
Oh, what if those people can turn us all into birds? So when he comes out of his fortress, We'll all be sitting there on the top. He opens the door. We shit on him to blind him, and then we'll all turn back into people and just hit him real hard.
Why don't we go to the lake and find this kid?
All right.
I do like this bird idea, though. It would be amusing to peck their eyes out.
Gross.
How long would it take us to journey to this lake? Can we make it there and back before 2 days' time?
I think it's right next to it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's just north of Valaki, not too far outside. You could definitely get back in time for the festival.
I do pass along the warning that I had learned that the Mad Mage has been spotted by the lake in past times. Should keep our eyes open.
Maybe we
You also
can
know
get the
that he
Mad Mage to help.
typically.
What was
You'd also. I don't know if I said in game, but you would have known in game that he comes down from the mountain on the opposite side of the lake.
Yeah.
So do you all make your way to the lake?
To the lake.
Okay.
Just before we leave, I'd like to ask Danica to thank her friend from the square. That was well timed.
We do what we can, but we have to keep a low profile, so we have to be smart about it.
Thank you nonetheless. Then we'll go to the lake.
Take the road north. There is another gate there with 2 guards on either side. They're just keeping post. They don't talk to you or bother you in any way. And you make your way out of the north side of Valaki. Where am I trying to go? Here we are. Let's move you over to the big map again. Half a mile would be 30 minutes at a normal walk, maybe. So it's pretty close. Okay. So about 30 minutes outside of Valaki, you go north. And then finally at the foot of a mountain nestled in the misty forest is a large lake. The water is perfectly still and dark, reflecting the black clouds overhead like a monstrous mirror. As you get closer, do you move closer to the shore of the lake? You see pulled up along the south shore are 3 small rowboats. And if you're looking out amongst the lake, you can spot a 4th rowboat out in the middle of the lake. You can barely see one person. Looks like they're just sitting out there fishing. They're really far. They're about 400 feet out. That's all you can see at first glance. Big open lake on the other side. The Mount. What's it called? Baratok, I think is what it is. Oh my gosh, go to the right. Frickin' tab!
Why were we looking for this lake child again?
This missing child will somehow guide us.
I see. Do we know the kid's name?
We just know that they're probably a child of a missing child of the Visani.
Ah, I see.
It says, oh, also her fate lies in our hands. Find her at the lake. Yeah, apparently she was part of the Tempter card. She is the light who will help us against the darkness.
So we're just walking around the lake then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, that little rowboat out there, we can only just sell as a figure, not like male, female, adult, child.
Make a perception check if you'd like to, but it is really far out there.
We can row out there if you want.
You'd assume that it's too big and burly to be a small girl.
I yelled out, could they hear me from how far they are?
You can try.
Hey, you!
Hey,
Are you
you.
You seen a
Right.
little girl around here?
Try cupping your hands.
I mean, I was. But if I do that, you know, the padded paws, it actually just holds in the sound.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
right.
You want to hold your hands up for me? And I can, yeah, okay, thank you.
The figure doesn't seem to be phased. Either they don't hear you or they're ignoring you. You can't tell.
It's like a trap.
Rogar, have you ever skipped a rock?
Sure.
How far do you think you could skip a rock?
Not that far.
Really? Could you skip one this far? And I'm just gonna grab whatever the nearest river rock I can find. Toss it towards the guy in the boat.
Roll a roll a strength check.
Alright. This is gonna be great. Oh, snap.
18. Okay.
Hit the guy on the boat, now he's dead.
Nice. Passes up. Drowns.
You surprised yourself by how far that thing goes, and you luckily found just the smoothest, flattest rock just on the first try, and it goes a good like 50 feet. Pretty good.
I just look at Rogar. You don't think you could skip a rock farther than that?
No. My big claws aren't really meant for skipping rocks.
I see.
I just pick up a boulder and then just chuck it at the lake.
Good splash. It's a pretty good splash.
I can't get the spin on it.
Seems your hands were meant for crushing rock.
Yeah.
Well, it was worth a shot.
I mean, if he's the only one out here, or that person's the only one out here, we might as well go out and see if they've seen anybody else. Maybe they've seen a girl, maybe they've seen people carrying a girl, I don't know. Better than just walking around a lake all day.
Yeah, it's a big lake. I start dragging one of the rowboats on the shore. That direction, like
Okay.
to the water.
Cool. It's a big enough rowboat, it could easily fit all of you. Looks like it could fit 5. It's a big rowboat. So you can all take one, or you can split up however you want to do it.
What's the condition of this rowboat?
At first glance, they seem pretty well made. People might have been using these regularly to fish out in the lake. Pretty good.
Okay.
Everybody
So Rogar grabs a boat.
hopping in one?
And you all jump in one or take multiple?
Jump in one, since Rogar's probably the best rower.
Okay. So you all jump into a rowboat, push out to the lake, and start heading that direction.
Yeah.
You all get a little closer. You're rowing for a couple of minutes, and you're looking at this guy sitting out in the middle of the lake. He hasn't moved.
Always a good sign.
This will
Until
probably go well.
eventually, you see him bend over, like he's grabbing something, and you see him pick up something, a bag, or something, over his right shoulder, and toss it into the lake.
How close are we?
You're still quite a ways out, but you can pick up the pace if you'd like.
Yeah.
All right. You are trying to make it to this area.
How far is this guy?
I'd say at this point you're about 200 feet away.
Damn, too far. Okay.
You made it about halfway to him before you notice him throw something into the water.
And my back is probably
How do we
towards it, so you guys have to tell me to stop if we need to stop.
How do we calculate swimming speed for a person?
That's a good question. But there we got
Absolutely.
a contested thing here. So Rogar,
Yes.
make an athletics check.
Okie doke. It's a speedboat.
Oh buddy.
We're catching air every row.
They tell you, Rogar, they just threw something in that lake, and you're like, all right, let's do this. And you just get after it, and you are gaining and gaining.
Gar
You get
doesn't
there-
skip rocks, he skips rowboats.
You get there fast. And by the time you get up to him, you see this, just, let me show you, just this real good looking fella.
Oh yeah.
Just sitting in his boat, taking no notice of you with a fishing pole.
It's beautiful.
Waiting for fish to come, apparently.
I'd like to ready myself to dive in to get what I assume is a person out of that water that he just dumped in.
Alright. You dive into the water and start to swim down. What are the rest of you doing?
So I'm super quick.
Mhm.
I also can dash as a bonus action. So I expend all my key points to get whatever that is and get it up.
Sure. I'd say you could, with your mobile feet and your fast everything and everything that you can do, I'd say spend one key point maybe. Actually, no, you wouldn't even need to. You're real fast. You'll make it. You'll make it to whatever this big sack of whatever is. The rest of you, Jason dives into the water, and there's just this big boy trying to catch some fish.
Shoot an arrow at him, aiming for the shoulder.
You're just shooting him?
Shooting him.
Hey, we're here to ask him questions. What are you doing? I imagine I was going so fast that I put like one paddle in the water, so now we're just doing like a circle around his boat to try and slow down.
Yeah. Circling like Robo Pirate. Are you shooting him?
I guess I'll have my arrow out and wavy. Like if I see any action or assholery, I will release my arrow.
You catch anything today?
What you drop in the waters?
What's he dropping in my waters?
Hey, I know that guy.
Oh, Greg's alive.
He, so you ask him catch anything today? What'd you drop in the water? He just sort of... Oh, I haven't caught anything in weeks. I'm trying to earn the favor. A deity that loves water hopes that I'll get something.
And what did you drop in the water? The big bag.
This big bag, it was a good luck charm. The Vistani are known to be very lucky.
It was a person?
Yeah.
And I let go of the arrow.
Wait, you didn't ask if you saw a little girl.
I'm assuming. I let go of the arrow.
The interaction with this fellow is very weird. Very, like, odd, obviously. Roll an attack. How do you want to do this?
Oh no.
Dead eyes.
Oh man, he just really just went down way too easy. I'm like, well now you'll be the good luck charm while he falls off the boat and goes into the water. So there we
You
go.
just, like, you went to shoot him in the shoulder, you said?
Yeah, but I'm assuming I might have like shot his heart on accident.
You went to shoot him in the shoulder and just, like, got him straight in the neck. And he just
Haha, good one.
floats dead. He had
Well,
4 HP.
I hope he wasn't under the influence of some sort of charm or anything like that.
Not anymore.
We just shot him because he dropped a bag of fish guts over the side of the boat.
Oh gosh. I'd be
And
devastated.
At this point, Jason, you breach the surface of the water with this bag over your shoulder. And it's squirming. Something's moving in this bag. You hear...
How far away from the boat am I?
You're pretty close. I'd say 15 feet. While your boat is just still... It's starting to slow down, but that was... Rogar was so fast. So
I'm
much
trying
power.
to get it next to weird guy's boat. I want to see if there's anything in there while we're kind of just circling since we eliminated him.
Mhm.
Rogar, can you push him over the edge? Just let him go down.
The guy, is he still in the boat?
He's
Just in
like,
case he...
he fell off the
Okay,
side.
okay, then we're good, we're good.
He'll float back up eventually.
I'll swim to one of the boats and get the bag in at least one of them.
Okay. You do so.
Jason, you missed it. Just shot that guy right in the...
I mean, he threw a,
Good shot.
he threw a person over into the water. Fuck him.
When she says person, I'll start opening the bag to see what's inside.
You open the bag to find a young girl, gagged and bound.
Quest complete. I'll reach over and kind of like grab Jason and the bag and lift him up into the boat.
Okay. She's just looking at you, sort of scared.
We'll undo her bindings and her gag.
Yep. You do so, and she immediately like throws her arms around you. Thank you. Oh, this nasty bird of a man was trying to use me for fish.
Well, he's gone now, don't worry.
Good. Smelled like bad eggs.
Rogar, did you find
I'll-
anything in that boat?
Are we up
It
next to
is.
it, DM?
Yeah, you would have. It's easy.
Just check it out.
It's just bottles and bottles of empty wine
Oh,
bottles.
there's
All
no
over the
full
place.
ones?
No, he He was a glutton for sure.
And fuck that guy.
And you can smell on top of the BO and the feces. There's also a heavy wine smell. This guy possibly drank a lot of wine this morning.
I will pull out my lance and kind of just jab it into the other boat, have it sink.
That was for the best. There was no cleaning that.
I'll put my cloak around the girl.
Okay. Yeah, she's shivering, but she accepts that and just sits there, trying to collect her thoughts. Young, like younger than 10, 7, 8 years old, you'd have to guess. Definitely more colorful, like a Vistana.
If I were a wizard, I might be able to dry your clothes with the prestidigitation cantrip, but...
Oh, well, that'd be cool.
I am not the wizard.
Who's the wizard?
None of us, I'm afraid.
Wait, I thought you were a wizard, like a witch.
A
Didn't we
witch and
already
a
have this
wizard?
conversation.
They are different.
How?
Well, a wizard, they like books and such.
You like books?
I do
You're a
like
witch?
books. In a way, yes.
You're not gonna do anything bad to me, are you?
Not at all. Why, we went through all this trouble to rescue you. Why would we...
I don't know.
Harm
Witches do weird things with little people.
You're not wrong. Those are wise words.
Well, he is
Yeah.
a witch, so watch out.
She just looks at you.
Don't worry. You are the light who will help us against the darkness. Trying to make her feel better, and she's like, ah.
You look at her face, and she doesn't know what you're talking about, but she still like stands up, like sits up more straight and regal, like, yeah, I am.
Here, I'm
Oh,
a
no.
wizard.
Um,
And I pull out a blanket out of my pack, because I have one. And I'll throw it at her.
I'm a wizard.
Blanket of drying.
Ooh. She like puts it on. Okay. Thank you.
You said she was like 6 or 7, right?
She's about 7. You know, you'd guess around that age, sure.
I am rowing back while they talk. Just to throw
Okay.
that out there.
Cool.
Darling, what is your name?
My name is Arabelle.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Where are you from?
My father lives in the Vistani camp, not too far from Valaki. His name is Luvash. The nasty stank ball took me last night. Whew. I know that my father would reward you greatly for getting me back home.
Well, we will get you back home. Do you know Madame Ava by chance?
Yeah, we all know Madame Ava. She's cool. She
Hmm.
sees a lot of stuff.
Well, she saw us saving you, so that is a good thing. She's spot on.
Nice. She's
Nice.
You make your way back to shore. She starts to dry off with the
Alright.
blanket of drying. The blanket is wet though, fortunately for now.
I'm gonna drop the notes back in here just in case there's anything about this little girl I forgot. If we need to do anything.
So far, all the kids have been my kids' age, which is a little weird.
So you're gonna tell her what that lady said?
Oh, yeah. So Madam Ava told us you are the light who will help us against darkness. And also that your fate lies in our hands. So I don't know if that meant just saving you now or what.
Oh, she speaks in riddles. I don't ever really know what she's trying to say. But you
and
saved me.
Yes.
And what was the other one? I'm a light?
You are, yep, you're light. A
I'm
beautiful, shining light in the darkness.
a light in the darkness.
Well, let's not wait. Let's get you to your father, and then you need some rest, I assume. I don't know. Is that right? Did I write my notes right?
I think something got mixed up. Or I read it wrong when I told it to you. Who's to say? Let me double check something right quick. That's for the...
Do you want to take our break?
We can
while
take
you
our break
figure
right
this
now.
out?
You guys saved the little girl. You're back to shore. You're heading back into Valaki towards the Vistani camp to return Arabelle to her father Luvash. And that's where we'll take a break. Good job saving kids.
What we do.
Everybody like and subscribe. We'll be back in 10 minutes or so to continue the tale of the party in the town of Valaki.
Got that done quick. Let me go kill that bald guy. And dip it. We're on the internet now.
And we're back.
Oh.
I already told you guys before we went on, but in case anyone goes and rewatches this, the child sheds light on who will help them in the fight against darkness, and is also the key to ancient secrets. That is what Madame Ava said. So, you rescued young Arabelle, killed big guy who you never learned his name, and sunk his robot, leaving his dirty corpse in the lake. You are back in Vallaki with this child. Jason, do you put your cloak back on at this point, or do you not?
Yes, I do. If she has that blanket from Rogar,
Yeah.
I'll take it back.
All right.
I'll make sure my hood is up.
Cool. Good to know. Are you all just getting out of Vallaki, heading to that camp, making any stops along the way, or just
I mean, do we have to go directly through the town to get to the camp?
You
Since
would.
the camp is kind of like over here. Could we not go like around the wall? Or would that just be even more suspicious?
You could go around the wall. Let me take a look at the big map to make sure there's no hidden, like, steep mountain bluff or something there. I don't think so.
The kid probably knows the quickest route, so ask the kid.
That is true.
Follow the child!
Yeah, if you'd like, you can go around the city. It's still daytime, and you know that daytime isn't as dangerous as nighttime. Let me get back to the proper map here. Yeah, the girl can lead you around the city. There's not a lot of activity on the wall of the city. There's not like, it's not a big wall where guards can walk on the top. It's just wooden sharpened posts. And all the guards you've seen so far have been spattered about inside the town or at the gates themselves. So, it might take you the better part of an hour to walk all the way around and get to the camp down yonder. Eventually, you make your way. Move you all to the Vistani camp. Did I get you all there? Yes, I did. One moment.
Hold.
It's hiding a bit that I didn't want to hide, and this is the quickest way I know how to do it. Just gonna open this up in sections. That's the top view. As you're approaching the town, the very bottom is how it looks.
Oh, that's a cool map.
Nice mound.
Yeah. To the Vistani camp. So the woods, you kind of this trail goes into the woods leading this direction. The woods eventually part to reveal an expansive clearing, a small grass-covered hill with low houses built into the sides. Fog obscures the details, but you can see that these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. Atop the hill above the fog is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out through a hole in the top. The tent is brightly lit from within. Even at this distance, you can smell the odors of wine and horses that emanate from this central area. As you start approaching, Arabelle stops in her tracks. And just is kind of staring out into space.
Is something wrong?
Her eyes kind of haze over, kind of go white. And she starts to speak, and you hear her voice and another overlapping. And you'd recognize Jason and Mist, you'd recognize it. Sounds like Madame Ava, almost. And you hear, I hear a wedding bell, or perhaps a death knell. It calls thee to a mountainside abbey, wherein you will find a woman who is more than the sum of her parts. And Arabelle kind of falls to her knees, coming back to.
Alright, can you do that again? I didn't write that down fast enough. Okay.
Hell no, I'm walking away from this.
He's just like, oh, Madame Ava. I saw Madame Ava.
Yeah, we heard her. She was speaking through you.
She told me to tell you that. She said since you saved me that was what you would seek. That was what you would seek to aid you in the darkness. I don't know what it means.
DM, can you say what she said again or message it? Because
hear. I'll type it. I can type it in the chat here. I hear a wedding bell, or perhaps a death knell. It calls thee to a mountainside abbey, wherein you will find a woman who is more than the sum of her parts. Holy shit, did I type all that so quickly without any spelling errors?
more than the sum of her parts. As soon as you said that, I just thought of old Greg going, my man Jada.
He stole my downstairs mix-up. I'll say for the purposes of that, you can go ahead and replace the original Tempter card with that for your notes.
Okay.
I am going to hang out down here. Keep watch.
Did I already put your tokens on the map? I don't believe I did. I was prepared for the other things. I got your tokens ready on the windmill whenever you guys go. You are coming from the north. You'll all be there. And let's get Arabelle out there too. I don't want to mess with it. Arabelle's with you. So that happens. Can you all see your pieces up in the north of the camp as you're approaching?
Oh.
Okay. Grim, you said you wanted to hang out where? Somewhere?
At the base of this hill, I do not wish to go to the top.
Okay. So you're all there, and yeah, you notice in these houses when you get a little bit closer, these houses each have what the crap?
Chimney.
They've got chimneys. But
Multiple
you
fireplaces.
see a grim, gray-cloaked figure stands in the front of the door to this house, and both houses, like they're keeping guard of the house, keeping an eye on you, but not acting hostile in any way.
Are you scared of this place, Grim?
My master, if you will, told me not to trust the Vistani, and what I know about ley lines and rituals, the top of that hill, that is for sure shit used for rituals.
But you can't, like, walk up here?
I want no part of it. We'll wait down here, and I'm sure you guys will be fine. You're strong. If I hear you screams, I'll come running.
What if they have milk?
I know they have milk back at the city just over there.
Hmm. Well, I need to
Besides,
dry
their
my
milk-
blanket.
Their milk is probably cursed anyways.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I am going up with everybody just for my blanket, because I want my blanket back, and I need to dry it.
Okay.
And when that process is done, I will head back down to Grim.
All right. As you get a little bit closer, one of the figures at one of the houses is like, "My gods, is that Arabelle you have with you?"
Oh, yes, we saved her. She was thrown into the lake.
You better take her up the hill immediately. Her father will be overjoyed that she is safe. A lot of us have been out searching for her.
Good thing, that's exactly where we are going.
Oh, well, good. Then you continue on.
Yep.
I don't know. It felt weird that the elf wouldn't say anything, so I threw that in.
Okay, she's a little snarky anyway.
All right. Rogar is there.
Oh, you just ran past all of us. I guess we're at the tent.
Oh, wait, just get my token over there.
Yeah, you approach and you see all these wagons are just kind of at the edge of this hill, parked in a circle. You see a lot of horses on the west side of the tent. Right? West side? No. South side. This map is sideways. West is up.
My tees are all sideways.
That place has to smell with that many horses and that
Oh, yeah.
confined of space.
Yeah, the hilltop it's covered with steaming piles of horse dung. More than 24 horses are tethered to. That's written in there. I didn't make that up. More than 24 horses are tethered to stone blocks inside the circle of wagons. But outside the tent, most of the animals are draft horses, but a few of them are riding horses equipped with saddles.
My blanket's gonna smell like shit now.
You all walk past the wagons towards the big tent in the center, or you stay on the outside? What do you want to do?
Walking to the tent.
I'm following until I get my blanket back. I want my fucking blanket.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I'm just waiting for it.
Okay.
Prized possession, dude. My blanket.
All right.
Family heirloom.
My
You
baby
all
blanket.
Yama knitted it himself.
My mom wrapped me in this blanket when she dumped me in blood in service to Tiamat. Piled outside the wagon are several empty casks of wine. From inside the tent comes the crack of a whip, followed by the howls of a young man. 3 sputtering campfires fill the tent with smoke, and through the haze you see 6 Vistani passed out in various places on the dead grass. A barely conscious... No, they're not passed out. It's too early in the day for that. Forget that part. They're just sitting there. A barely conscious and shirtless teenager hugs the central tent post. His wrists bound with rope and his back is streaked with blood. An older, larger man in studded leather armor lashes the young man with a horsewhip, causing him to scream again. Standing in the bigger man's shadow is a third man, also clad in studded leather, who, after the last whip, says, "Easy, brother. I think Alexei has learned his lesson." As you
Cheers.
walk into the tent, Arabelle sees the big man holding the whip and says, "Papa!" and runs inside.
Just gonna yell, surprise!
"Papa, surprise!" Everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And just stares at you, and a couple of them like go for a sword. They're just startled. They're like, oh. And everything's happening so fast now. And this big man, immediately taken aback, drops his whip and reaches down and then picks Arabelle up and scoops her up and is like, "Oh, where have you been? What's happened? Are you okay?" And she drops the blanket at this point, Rogar, so you can grab that if you like.
I grabbed it. I was ready.
Okay. Immediately she threw it off to run to her father. So now you got your blanket back. They take a moment to themselves, and the other gentleman who stopped his brother from whipping Alexei, from what you heard, approaches you. Is like, "You're the ones who brought back our Arabelle.
It would appear so.
What happened? Where was she?"
Oh, so some really ugly guy was trying to drown her in a lake. We hopped in. Jason got her, I killed the guy, and now we're here.
Very good. Bluto, that fuck. Keeps trying to fish in that terrible lake, and What?
Bluto. Interesting name.
Bluto, I hope he's rotting in whatever hell. It is worse for him. And at this point, the bigger guy that was Arabelle's father approaches and... "Bluto, you say? And you killed him?"
Yup.
Well,
Yup.
for that, you all get to stay for free, drink for free, eat for free, whatever I can do for you. Arabelle's like, "They say I'm supposed to have keys to knowledge or something."
Yep. I think we might have done that already. I think that message from Anna Eva was your message.
Oh, you all spoke with Madame Eva.
A couple times. Nice lady.
She is.
She was
certainly
actually the
something.
reason we were at the lake.
What do you mean?
She was the one that told us to find a lost child by the lake.
Well, I'm gonna have to pay her a visit one of these days. I've not seen her in a while. But normally I wouldn't do this for the adventurers that Strahd decides to bring into his own domain, but you saved my baby. So, follow me. Arabelle, stay here and get some food. And if you'd like to, you can kick Alexei in the ribs a couple of times for not doing a better job watching ya.
Is my blanket dry?
It's a little damp in spots.
I'm staying here until it's dry.
Okay. You're just
What?
staying in the tent?
Yep.
Okay. He takes you
Or
to one of these wagons. Which freaking wagon is it? So many wagons.
Hey,
That's
you guys
the
got
one.
milk here?
I'm sorry?
Milk. Got milk here?
No, we've got wine.
Yeah, that's for me. Okay, I'll have that.
Help yourself. Just like motions to one of the stacks of wine, stacks of freaking kegs. Have your pick.
I grab wine and hold a blanket up in front of a fire. Drink wine.
Cool. Luvash, whoever's following, takes you to this wagon here at the top. Unlocks it, opens it up, and gestures. Well, have a look inside, and you can't have everything, but you can have a couple of things.
What all's in here?
You see a wooden chest. It is closed. An iron chest that is closed. They're not locked. You see an onyx jewelry box with gold filigree. A wooden throne with gold inlay and decorative stones. A rolled up 10-foot square rug with an exquisite unicorn motif. A small wooden box containing 12 fake. Wait. Oh, that's not the right word. You see like 12 potions. Small wooden box with 12 potions. They don't look familiar. They're not healing potions from what you can tell.
They're fake potions.
They're fake potions. Of something, you don't know. And you see a book.
I would like to open all the chests and boxes to see what's inside of all of them.
The chests are packed with gold. The jewelry box is containing 6 pieces of like cheap jewelry and some other potion in an unlabeled crystal vial. Not like the fake ones. Looks like a legitimate one. Yeah. Everything else is out on display. And this fancy tome.
I'm gonna hand the book and potion over to Grim. Be like, do you know what these are?
I'm not there.
Oh shit! Damn you, scaredy cat. All of this seems very interesting. Do you have any weapons by chance?
Takes a look at you guys and what you have. It's like we've got a couple of things, but probably not any more what you already got. Unfortunately.
All right, and then when you said we can take a couple things, you just mean a couple for the whole group, or each person individually gets to take a couple things?
We'll give you a couple things for the entire group.
All right, good. Clarification is key.
Only because you saved Arabelle.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'd tell you to piss off.
Nope.
But
I get it.
you've put me in a good mood.
I'm glad you're in a good mood. I'm gonna keep scurrying through back in this back here. So the really, besides like money and crappy jewelry, is some fake potions, an actual potion, and a tome, right?
Mm-hmm.
So could we take the tome, the potion, and then some gold?
You ask him?
Yeah, I guess so. What is this tome and potion? We do have a magic-y guy with us.
Oh, that tome there would be. Where the frick is my frickin' stuff? Yes. Well, that is what is called the Tome of Strahd. And if Eva told you that she would be the key to knowledge, I assume this is what they're talking about.
Alright.
I've got to warn you though. Strahd does not like this book to be in the wrong hands. And I'll reiterate, if you didn't save Arabelle, I'd tell you to piss off.
Yep.
But since you did something for me, I can give you a lot of fighting chance. You can have the book. And go ahead.
And the potion? What's the potion?
It's a potion of poison.
Like poison, like somebody has to drink it, or like I could dip a dagger in it.
Nature. It doesn't say that it's dippable. But I don't see why it wouldn't be. You can lace your weapons with it if you'd like.
How sure does he seem of this?
He seems sure. The DM's not sure. But the DM is saying, fuck it, yes.
Okay. Alright, well, we'll take the tome, this potion, and some gold if you don't mind, just for our passage. Is that alright?
How many of you are there?
4.
I'll give you 100 each.
I guess that's alright. If that's what your daughter's worth, no, that's fine. That's perfect.
I'm giving you a book to go against the leader of this realm.
You are more than generous.
Because I'll reiterate, you didn't save Arabelle. I'd tell you to piss off.
Yep. Good catchphrase. I like it.
Probably, I've never said it before. And probably give you a little bit of what Alexi's having for the smart lip.
Yep. I'm cat, so I don't have lips really.
Alright. Shut up. You can tell he's like serious but also playful. For the first time seeing him, he was whipping a guy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I will hand this potion, or not, I will hand this tome over to Jason, since you're with me, because I figured you and Graham will probably want to read that.
There's your potion of poison.
Oh, you're mad that you don't get the tome? I mean, sure, you can read it. We'll all probably read it at one point. And then it would taste like a potion of healing. Cool. Give everyone their gold. Okay. I'll ask him about this phrase that Madame Ava gave us. The wedding bell, death knell one.
I honestly don't know. The woman, you hardly ever know what she's trying to say. Sometimes I feel like she's just making shit up. But I do weird stuff in Kresk. Perhaps it's something to do with someone in Kresk. It's my best guess.
Okay. Thank you for the help. We'll try to Look at that. It's crest like a town or something.
Yeah. And there's another handout for the Tome of Strahd. Just you can keep that. And... look at all that stuff. He locks up the wagon. Well, you can hang out here if you want, or go back to Vallaki, or whatever. Up to you.
Well, Rogar, Jason, what do you want to do? Stay here? Go back to Vallaki?
I'm drying a blanket in a tent. I can't hear you right now.
Oh, that's right. Well, then don't throw your hands up for not getting a tome!
I mean, I think I would rather stay away from Vallaki for tonight at least. That guard was probably looking for me.
You know, I could disguise you. If you wanted.
Luvash just walks away at this point and goes back to the tent.
Bye, Luvash.
Yeah, maybe we should try to disguise me before we go back to town. That would probably buy us a little bit of time.
So, I do have a disguise kit on me. Can make it
Are
look like you have...
proficient in disguise kit as well?
I am.
Nice.
Yeah. In the morning, I can give you a little bit of a makeover so you look different for when we go back. The only stipulation to this is you have to go tell Grim the bad news that we're staying here tonight. Because he will hate that.
It's fine. I mean, we could sleep out on the edge of the mound. I'll make my way down to Grim. Let him know that we're probably going to stay the night.
Ah, rat. Hoping that wouldn't be the case.
They do have
Blanket is
plenty of
dry
food and
by now,
drink.
Rogar.
Awesome.
I do not trust these people as far as I can throw them. Which isn't very far, I mean, look at me.
He did give us this book, and I'll pull out the Tome of Strahd and flip through it with him.
Oh, how convenient. The book we need to defeat the evil lord of the land, presented to us by the same very people that brought some of our friends here.
I fold my blanket up and walk out with 2 bottles of wine.
Cool. While you're in the tent, Rogar, you do catch a couple of looks from the smaller of the 2 men. Suspicious, untrustworthy looks, if you had to guess.
Problem.
No. Just making sure you don't cause any undue trouble.
Stop looking at me like that and I won't.
He smirks, nods, goes about his business. That's the man, the smaller of the 2. I'll give you a handout of his bigger brother as well. So you can see what all these people look like, as I am bad at remembering to describe people. Luvash is Arabelle's dad. Aragol is the uncle.
Groovy. I assume walking
Eventually
out, I
they
run into Mist.
walk-
Mist hanging out there, or did you all go somewhere?
Probably was walking towards the tent as after I finished picking out stuff.
What's the plan? What are we doing?
We're gonna stay here tonight. I'm gonna make Jason look like somebody else. We have a tome of Strahd, some poison potion, and oh, here's 100 gold.
Thank you. Why are you making Jason look like somebody else?
He thinks the gods are looking for him for Leaky, so might as well just precautionary.
You know I was there too, right?
Do you want to look like someone else too?
I'm like a 7-foot dragonborn in a
Yeah,
town of
but
sad people. I don't think you're gonna hide me very well.
I can make you like a different color. Like, do you want to be like a blue dragon, a red dragon, like green?
No, that's disrespectful.
Oh, would you like a mustache?
Yes.
Oh, all right, I'll give you a mustache.
No, I'm a different dragonborn. Look at my mustache.
You can just hang it off like my giant hoop nose ring. Just like if there's just a dangly mustache hanging off of it.
Oh, I guess. Well, then I guess I'm gonna try to like cut the manes off of a couple horses. Not all the way, but like trim them up. Like even when I'm doing that, like I'll make the horse tails like look nice, like, and so I can use that hair for disguises.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna
Roll an animal handling check.
This is a reoccurring theme in a lot of our campaigns, isn't it?
They don't let you do that.
like the horses don't.
No, the
Or-
horses don't. You're showing up with some daggers to try to cut their man. There's like start getting upset. Try to kick at you a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Can I try the riding horses? They might seem like they're more used to people.
I'll allow that. Animal handling. They're more calm.
Okay, I'll make them look nice too. You know, like give them good trim, not just
They
chopping it off.
even kind of do a couple of these, being like, "Pet me."
No, I'll pet.
You hear him say.
One of them's name's me, and the one's named Cloud.
So
Okay.
you get some hair from horses.
Yep. I'm just gonna start
Make wigs.
preparing a couple of mustaches. I'm gonna make a weave, a little toupee.
Nice.
Be my work for this night. I'll ask Graham if he wants anything.
I want nothing from these people.
The horses. It's just the horse hair. You want a disguise?
These horses belong to these people. I did not need any disguise. I have nothing to hide.
It's true. You didn't really do anything in town, so okay.
I think it's just me and Jason. But I want him to find me.
Well, you're still getting a marvelous mustache.
Yeah, I don't think that'll help. But it'd be cool to have.
I don't know what we are supposed to glean from this tome. It talks about Strahd killing his brother and jealousy. That's about all I see in here. Other than that, it's the words of an egotistical creature somehow became a vampire. It doesn't even explain how he got to this state.
That's something we can use against him, though.
Possibly. Well, we camp here for the night and then we head back to the town. And what is our plan? Are we going to usurp the burgomaster and put our burgomaster friend in his place? Guess we should probably ask him if he's keen to that idea.
We'll have another day. We need to go check out that windmill. I'd rather just head back to town, go to the windmill in the morning. I don't know why we'd stay here.
I'm fine with that plan. Sounds fine to me. Further away from this treacherous mound, better.
That'd be fine. I just thought the free food and drink would help.
Burger kids are paying for our food and day, so either way.
Rogar is right. And they have milk.
Yeah, they don't have milk here, I asked.
And let's head back to town.
Did you say something, Sam?
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna try to fit Jason with the weave I made for him very quickly. Won't be perfect, but
Roll something. What are we rolling for weaves?
disguise kit.
Hey, all right, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's fastly made. I'll tell him I'll work on it more when we get back to the tavern.
It doesn't look like real hair, but it looks like a really good wig. You know, like when you go to Party City and you're like, that don't look bad, but that's definitely not my hairline.
It's
That's
too
what it looks
shiny.
like.
It's too shiny. I need to dole it out a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say at this point, hanging out at the bottom of the hill, talking, probably took you a little bit to make that weave. Probably pushing 5 o'clock now? If that sounds reasonable to all of you.
Dinner time.
The time it would take for you to walk all the way around the city, from the lake, to talk, to go back to the city, to weave wigs. Starting to get a little dark. Sun is starting to lower. But you can start to head back to Balaki if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay. But you all start going to Balaki. You're on the road for about 20 minutes, going through the woods, and as it starts to break and you start to see the opening, you can see the towns getting closer and closer. The stillness of the night is shattered by a shriek of bats and the flapping of tiny wings. And you just see this big swarm of rats engulf you and try to attack you. I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Woo! Are we doing it on this Bastani camp map?
Oh, sorry. Let me move it to somewhere better. We'll just move you to a random battle map. That's very plain. Let me get you all on a map here. So you all will be oh, I don't have you selected yet.
Rookie mistake. Hate to see it.
Turn order. Hey, it stayed on there. That's neat.
Oh, nice.
Rest of you can go ahead and roll. And I need to get some swarm of bats up on y'all.
Bap, music.
Too many dicks on the dance floor.
Ooh, Benedicts.
You can, once I get you all a little bit smaller, you can position yourselves in the way you think you would have been going. There's gonna be coming at you from all angles here. And they are all just gonna share a turn order. What's that song sound like? Not too calm. Got time for that? Here we go. Cool. Flawless transition. These bats start swarming around you guys. Mist, you are the first to react with your cat-like reflexes. I'll move a little bit closer, actually. What would you wish to do?
Alrighty. I will go up to, I guess, this one right here.
All right.
And I'm gonna get my rapier and stab up, or like slash up, try to like cut some wings off.
All right. Roll an attack.
And I don't think I have sneak attack, so we take that off.
That definitely hits for 4 piercing damage.
And then with my offhand, I'll do this little stabby. Arr!
I'm just looking at something that I don't agree with, so I'm not following that rule. A critical, so 8 altogether with your 2 attacks. Very nice.
And I'll kind of move a little over to the side in case someone wants to get, if Jason wants to get on the other side or not. And that's my turn.
Okay. Very good. You run up and you see a couple of the bats just fly out of the swarm dead on the ground, but still a big pile there in front of you. Grim, you be next in line. You see these bats come in. You see Mist slash a couple of them away. What would you like to do?
I'm going to panic and mirror image and create duplicates of myself.
Okay. And you got 3 of them. Is it 2 others or no? 3 around you. So there's 4
Yep.
Grims all of a sudden, pop, 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 standing next to each other.
And that's all I wish to do on my turn. I will just stay as close to Rogar.
Okay. You are multiplied and prepared. Rogar, a bunch of Grims just popped up next to you. And you got these bats swirling in. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll just shift over. Get in
All
between Grim and the bats.
Good, good.
Ace.
That definitely hits.
4.
Swinging hard, you bash a couple of bats out of the sky. But the swarm still remains.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Jason, what would you like to do with all these bats closing in on you?
I want to run up to the swarm up near me, and I will strike out at them with my spear.
Okay. You can have your advantage with your flanking. 22 definitely hits. Ooh.
Would like to spend a key point for flurry of blows and kick him a couple times.
Okay. Yeah, with that swing of the spear, you drop a good chunk of them out of the sky. There are a handful left, so you can go ahead and do that if you'd like to. I do believe 17 hits. It does. Are you going in with a kick or a punch?
A couple kicks.
Couple kicks. With that one kick, you get the last remaining bats out of the sky. You just kind of swoop them up, pop, pop, pop. They fall dead on the ground. That swarm is eliminated.
I don't think I could split flurry of blows with movement between it, can I?
I don't remember what the rule is, but you don't have to use a key point. You don't have to use a key point because I think you just get an extra attack as a bonus anyway.
Yeah, I'll just do it like that, and I'll end my turn.
Yeah, you can. That's what I like. I'll allow you to hold off on using the key point after you make your first bonus attack, since you get it anyway.
So that would be it for me.
Okay. You're just gonna stay there, no more movement. I don't know if you nodded. I didn't. I can't have you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Cool. All right. That one's dead. Both of these boyos are gonna go at the same time. So, first off, the swarm that's right in front of you, Rogar.
Yo.
Gonna bite ya. The 23 to hit.
It's.
They come in and you get a couple little pecks for 4 piercing damage.
Ow.
That's all they do. Yeah, they just bite you. They don't poison you or nothing. And this swarm will come in. Who has the book right now?
I think Jason.
Yeah, it'd be me.
Coming after you then. Spoilers. 5 critical fail.
Just misses.
Yeah, they try to brine at you. Okay. I'm just seeing what these, if there's anything special about these little bats. There is not. Yeah, so they swarm around you, and you're way too fast and nimble that you somehow Catherine Zeta-Jones through these bats like lasers and are untouched.
Sweet.
And that ends the first round. I'm bringing it back to get this shit out of here. Bringing it back to Mist. You're flanking up on these fools.
Flanking up on these fools, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Jab up, or slash up, and then another stabby.
Okay. 11 just misses.
Of course, when I rolled great for attack.
Yeah,
As
advantage.
Advantage.
You do have advantage.
Oh, that's right. Let's try again. Even better!
Your form is real good, but with them fluttering about and missing Jason, it kind of distracted you, and you just kind of swung and hit nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna try and narrow my focus and just stab one of them really freaking hard.
Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah, you got one really hard, and one bat is dead out of the swarm.
Fuck you in particular, bat.
Yeah, fuck that in particular. And that's it for me. Damn it.
Okay.
It was so much damage.
All right, Grim.
I shall use a bonus action, and I shall Misty Step and appear behind this bat, and I will attempt an Eldritch Blast, Kamikawa.
All right, so
straight
this
to the-
is, since Eldritch Blast is a ranged spell attack, it would normally be disadvantage, but since
Okay.
you are flanking, you will have a straight roll if you would like to do it that way.
Yeah, I want to give advantage to Rogar because he's after me, so I'll go ahead and just let it cancel it out. Oh yeah, I guess I thought I made that one attack. I guess I didn't.
It just popped up the description.
Boom! There we
instead.
go. Oh, that didn't do it either.
That's the damage.
Oh, it removed my roll. What the? 1 second here. Oh, it unchecked mark. Did I see? All right, try that again.
Hey, oh yeah. So
You can-
what?
You can use the original force damage if you want.
Okay. Yeah, we'll use a new one. It's fine. So you blast into these bats, and a few of them fly out of the air, but the swarm is still present. That was your bonus action. Any movement, or are you staying right there?
I'm staying right there.
All right. Rogar,
Yeah.
you saw all 4 of these Grims teleport behind you, and you just smash them up with the mace. That hits.
I'm gonna mace. 5.
Yeah, you knock about 7 of them straight out of the air to their bloody deaths. But there are still a few up in the sky, dwindling.
That's
Anything
it
else?
for me.
All right. Jason.
I will stab down into the group with my spear once again.
Cool. That hits. 8 piercing damage. You have
I will take a step back away from the bats.
yeah, they're about halfway dwindled, but they are still there. You take a step back. It does not provoke an opportunity attack because you are mobile.
I'm gonna shoot him with a radiant sunbolt.
Ooh. What does that do?
It just shoots a bolt of sunlight at him, and it hits him with 7 radiant.
And you are allowed to use that as your bonus attack?
Yeah, I could use it as any of my unarmed attacked. I could
Nice.
actually pump a key into it and do it twice as a bonus
Ooh.
action.
Hell yeah, that's nice. A nice handful of bats go exploding out, because that's what a bat sounds like, and they're dead. Not all of them, but the ones that are gone, they're gone. There's about 6 of them now just floating about in there.
I'll step back up next to him again,
Okay.
and that'll be it for me.
Cool. The swarm of bats that is now being flanked by Rogar and Grim attempts to flee. Getting smashed up. I'm gonna try to get on out of here. What's their movement? Okay. So they're gonna try to run. You guys can both have an opportunity attack if you wish.
Yeah.
That hits. Grim, are you wanting to do an opportunity attack on the swarm of bats running away from you?
I am. However, it takes me an action to summon my sword. I do have material weapons. Can I equip those as part of it, or do I have to have them already equipped in order to make the opportunity attack?
Are you just like trying to pull out a dagger, or?
I mean, I have a crossbow, but if I have to have that equipped before.
Oh, it's got to be right in at this level. The regular opportunity attack is just a melee attack, right?
Melee only?
Remembering that correctly?
I think you're right. In that case, I do have a dagger. If I can pull that out and make an attack with that in one action. All right, I'll go ahead.
In my opinion, I don't think it takes too long to grab a dagger real fast. That hits them as well. So they both. So they take. Yeah. As they try to fly away, Rogar, you swing hard with your mace down as Grim grabs his dagger and swings up, and you each take out each half of what's left of this swarm, killing them all. They are dead.
Yeah.
The swarm of bats by Jason is gonna attempt to bite at you once more. Jason. They were unhappy with the critical fail that they crit succeeded. You take 6 points of piercing damage. And now they also attempt to fly away, and you can get opportunity attacks if you'd like. That just misses, Jason. After your bite, they shoot off towards the north faster than you can react, and you get nothing but air. Mist, are you wanting to take an opportunity attack?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
With lightning speed, you carve down the remaining bats as they all die.
I hate you, bats. I hate you.
And we are out of combat.
Yeah.
You fended off from these bats. Well done.
Rogar will go and pick up some of the bats because you can eat those.
Because you can eat those.
Also, I will drag a big claw across my face where I took all that damage and use lay on hands so all the wounds on my face just kind of freeze over and melt and all disappear.
Nice. Cool.
I would like to give all of my duplicates a hug before I dismiss them.
You go to try to hug them, and like you pass through them a little bit, so you make it.
Still super sweet.
Anybody else hurt?
Nope, I didn't get touched
I'm
once.
hurt a little, but I mean, nothing a good night's sleep won't cure.
Easy enough. I'll just place a hand on his shoulder, and your shoulder kind of like freezes, like really aggressive icy hot, so you have like frost on your shoulder, but you heal. I'll pump 5. So if you have any disease or poison, you know, they'll cure that too. Making sure you're good.
Wow, thank you. That was strange.
Yeah.
Jason and Rogar, roll insight checks.
Insight.
You both notice they didn't try to fly away until after you got bitten. Something interesting to point out.
Would I imagine that, like, if I wasn't immune to disease that I might have a disease?
No,
Did I feel anything when I got attacked?
no, nothing like that. Just a bite.
Hmm.
But you did notice, they came in, but none of the bats tried to escape until they bit somebody.
Feel normal, Jason?
Yeah. DM, do I feel anything abnormal?
You can both roll, I guess, medicine checks on yourself, or got a better suggestion for what to roll. You're looking for something specific. Other than the soreness of the bites on your arms and shoulders, doesn't feel weird. You don't feel like you've been drugged or poisoned or anything odd. Just have the feeling that the goal was to bite you for some reason. But whether or not they killed you didn't matter.
I mean, would I even have an opportunity to roll a medicine check for this, since I'm immune to most things? Because it's something that would have an effect that I would even identify.
No.
Okay. But kind of figured.
I'm gonna poke one of these bats lying on the ground. Does it look like the average bat? Is there anything unique about it?
Not necessarily. Would you say that Grim had seen a lot of bats in his time out in the material plane?
I imagine so, because Mordok would send him from ruin to ruin. I imagine he'd encountered a bat at least once.
You can make that be nature. Does that sound right to you guys? Nature check?
Not very nature keen.
It's not too different. It might be a little bit darker than the bats you've seen before, but you know that bats come in all shapes and sizes and colors.
I will note,
Okay.
Jason, if you're undead or a construct, my lay on hands does nothing. I don't know if you got some secrets over there, but letting you know.
I'm a zombie robot.
I knew it.
Damn, I was hoping that wouldn't come out until later. It's gonna be a cool reveal. But anyway, if you all, let's say Rogar, if you'd like, there's friggin' 66 bats hanging around on this floor on the ground. You can take as many as you want.
I mean, I'm probably just like plucking the dead ones off my spiky mace,
Right.
like pulling them off and dropping them in my bag. I'll cook them up.
All right. So you got 12 bats.
Nice.
Well, it's getting dark. Should we scurry on back to town?
Oh,
Get somewhere more warm and cozy? Somewhere that may have milk?
How'd Jason's weave hold up during that fight?
Hmm.
Let the dice decide.
I am letting the dice decide.
I imagine he was moving so fast that it was hovering after he attacked, and he came back under it and caught it.
Oh, yeah. It's not bad.
There were a couple times, but much like liquid in a cup, when you swing it real fast, it was able to stay on.
It's a bowl cut, so when I turn my head real quick, it just stays where it is.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Spins.
You are Simple Jack. Anyway. You all continue down the path. You're about 20-30 minute walk from the west gates of Valaki. You don't really meet much resistance to the guards. They recognize you from earlier. Their shifts haven't changed yet, so you can go in without them being too suspicious of you. Fuck. Bunch of kids running around like a bunch of hooligans out there. I didn't think this place allowed children. I want out of my lease. Anyway, you get back to Valaki. You just heading straight to the inn?
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
All
Gotta
right.
get cash in on some of that free Burgermaster food and drink.
Probably finished my 3rd bottle of wine through our travels. I also
Okay.
probably swung a mace with a bottle of wine in my hand throughout that bat fight.
Yeah. Something you haven't noticed yet, because this is your first time actually being on this side of town, since you walked around to get to the Vistani camp. I'm pinging it on the map if you can see this building right here. Yeah.
Mhm.
This slouching, centuries-old stone church has a bulging steeple. That's the inside, isn't it? Yeah. I don't want to read that part. You're not in there yet. You see a church. Big stone church.
Passing glance at it, do I know who is a church to? Or anything like that?
No. It just seems like the town's church. It's not unlike the one in the village of Barovia. Not as decrepit, not as because the
No,
one in the village was very attacked.
no screaming vampires coming from inside of that church?
You don't. You can make a perception check if you'd like. Actually, it's nighttime.
I mean,
Unless if they're in there, they're not screaming. You for sure know that.
good. Trained vampires.
Okay.
Are there ravens on top of the inn when we
Yeah.
arrive there?
Always ravens on top of the inn.
I just look up to them and say, "We killed your bat friends," as I enter.
If you can imagine a wing giving you the finger, it would be. But you go in, you see a handful of guards keeping their normal patrol. You don't spot Isaac, the big, bald, giant armed fella. A straight walk, but you are at the inn. You see about 3 people in there right now, normal looking commoners. You do see Rictavio just sitting by himself, enjoying an ale, writing in his little notebook. But other than that, it's pretty slow night.
I head to the room.
Okay. As you enter, Danica notices you and like waves you over real quick, all of you, and it's like, well, since we know, you're not trying to kill all of us, I'm gonna give you a key to your normal room. It's not as nice as our room, but it will suffice. It's right next to Ismark and Irina's. It gives you a different key.
I'll be down in a minute. And I go wander up to this new room. New room, who
Okay.
dis?
You can go to your new room. Do the rest of you chill out? It's not too late yet.
I'm going to start asking anybody, probably Rictavio, since I see him with a quill writing. I'm trying to see if anybody has a quill and inkwell that will allow me to buy it off of them.
Okay, Octavio's down here. Gosh dang it. Oh no, never mind. You go up and ask him, "Oh, hello there. A quill, you say?"
Yes. Do you have a spare quill and inkwell that I might be able to purchase off you?
"I've got a number of them. A purchase I don't think would be necessary. Maybe a drink would suffice, but I'll have to go to my room and fetch it for you."
While you're doing that, I will fetch your drink. And I walk up to the bar. Danica, I would like 2 lukewarm glasses of milk on Ishmak's tab.
He's like, "Oh, it's it's just on the house now for you guys. Don't worry about that. Don't advertise that though. It's a secret."
Gotcha.
But she comes back. "Is this for Octavio? Is that what he wanted?"
I believe so. He said he would like a drink.
She kind of, okay, and gives it to you.
And I just sit there holding 2 glasses of milk,
All
waiting
right.
for his return.
Octavio gets his journal, his quill, goes up, comes back. In that small interaction, Miss Jason.
I'll approach the bar and talk to Danica.
So you
Have
approach
you
as
guys
soon
had
as she
any?
gets the milk out. Go
Have, have have you had any interaction with the bats here? We were attacked and they tried to run away after they bit us.
Strahd is the bats, the wolves, pretty much anything, any creature out in the woods besides us are servants of him. I mean, Strahd's known to keep his eyes everywhere, and I don't know if you're familiar with spells, but there are magical means of keeping eyes on people, and if you have something of them, makes it easier. My best guess is they were just trying to get some of your blood so that they could spy on you. So be careful of. Did you kill them all, or did they escape?
As far as I know, we've killed them all.
That's good. That's good. And he still has means of tracking you all down, I'm sure, at some point, but at least without something on your person, it's not as easy.
Good thing you have that weave on when they bit you. Take it off, they won't know who you are.
I'm sure this is a great help. Did the family from earlier make it home? Do you know?
They did, as far as I know. A couple of the scout ravens kept an eye as they made their way. Isaac was, oof, Isaac was not happy. We had to really time that one out. Luckily, when they got arrested, they were out in public, and Isaac isn't the smartest person. He doesn't know where everybody lives, so he doesn't know where to search. And there's not enough guards to go door to door. So I think they'll be okay. But we've got one flying about checking every so often just to make sure. But I think it'll be all right.
Isaac seems pretty dumb.
He is. He is very threatening. He's very strong, but he is very dumb and blindly loyal to the Baron.
Do you know why?
I don't know the specifics. That Isaac he's got a great history of violence. I think he's mentally unstable. But the Baron took him in, gave him a job, and gave him a place to live. So I think it's just that.
Well, and I will grab a bottle of wine and sit down at one of the tables.
Okay. Miss, What were you doing throughout these tiny little conversations?
I was debating on taking the tome off of Jason while he was talking, just because that's probably like what they're curious about him reading, just so he doesn't have it on him. But then I figured I'd have to tell him eventually, so I decided not to take it. So let's have a glass of wine.
All right. Rogar, what are you doing in your room while all this is going down?
I am going to attempt to commune with Tiamat.
Okay. Is this some sort of a spell, or are you?
Nope.
What are you doing?
I'm just busting out my priest's pack. I'm gonna fill up a censer with some incense. Then light that on fire, kind of swirl around, get some incense going. Take my armor off, got my necklace to Tiamat. I also want to take out a bat and that amulet that we got. I'm gonna set the amulet on the ground in between like a handful of candles, since I have so many fucking candles. I'm gonna break the head off the bat and kind of like splat the blood across of it and attempt to get some sort of information, whether or not I can use this amulet or if there's anything that Tiamat is wishing for me to accomplish here, because I just started gaining power since I've gotten here, so I imagine there's something Tiamat wants me to do. But I'll probably take like an hour, do all this, and head back down.
Okay. And you're talking about the thing that Madame Eva gave you all?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've just been
Like
a holy symbol of Ravenkind.
make a religion check.
Okay.
Ooh. Very good. Through your commune, you close your eyes and your consciousness kind of, travels out into the ether, and for a split moment, feels like you're stuck until you almost feel like Tiamat himself is pulling your consciousness out of where it's stuck from, and you you see the artifact in your mind, and you have a feeling it's something that you should be able to use, but this the type of person that would wield such a trinket isn't as strong as someone like you. It's someone who would need affirmation from, in your eyes, a lesser deity. This thing has moral restrictions. You have what you need. What you need to get done needs to get done no matter what. This thing has rules. And if you're going to keep going down the path that you want to go down, you don't think you'd be able to utilize this thing. And that's kind of what you get.
Groovy.
If you got any questions about what I said, I can elaborate a little bit more.
I mean, I got it. Amulet shit.
Like it feels powerful and it can help somebody, but you'd have to compromise yourself and what you want to do in order to wield it, basically.
Yeah, it's just shit. I'll clean
That's
up
a
the
whole-
stuff and I'll head back down.
Okay. So it'll be a little while. Rictavio comes back down with an extra quill, sits down next to you, across from you, Grim, and here you are. And what is this? I think you're muted.
You said you were thirsting for a drink, and I have acquired you one.
Oh. Hmm. Danica, can I have a shot of whiskey? Sure, sure. She chuckles. Sure. And he like runs to the bar, gets a shot of whiskey, pours it into the milk, and like stirs it up with a straw.
Ah, I have never thought to try such a thing.
Well, can't say it's the best ever, but you have to try stuff from time to time. I'll drink it. Thank you, friend.
You're welcome, and thank you. And I will pull out my black book that I got from the death house that was empty, and the quill, and I'll just begin taking notes of our encounters throughout the day, and eventually retire to our room.
Are you continuing to sit with Rictavio as you do this?
Yeah, I mean, he did just trade me a quill and inkwell for a free glass of milk, so I'll sit with him for a bit as I'm taking notes and let him speak at me, I guess.
Yeah.
So-
You and your interesting companions see that you've already earned the favor of lovely Danica and Erwin over there. How long have you been around these parts?
Yes, we just got here the other night.
Hmm. What brings you to this wonderful and dreary place?
We found a burger master and his sister, and they wanted to come here, so we escorted them here.
Ah, safe and sound rescuers. I like that. That's heroism at its finest. Protect
Oh,
the
yeah.
innocent and keep them safe.
Oh, you know it. I'm just taking notes.
When I first arrived here, I was looking for actors to act in my carnival. But I went
carnival?
through, yeah, carnival. I went through this mist. Now I'm here. Can't say I love it, but I've been to worse places, let me tell you.
This is about the worst place I've ever been, I can tell you that.
Sorry to hear that.
Not this place here, right now. They have milk on tap. It's glorious. But
It's something.
everywhere outside, not into that.
Uh,
Well, I hope you find adventurer, and
you too.
keep it real, and I just, oh god,
Come here.
yes, Rictavio.
Um, Mist and Jason, did you join Grim and just listening to the Rictavio speak, or did you go to a different table?
Yeah, I went to a different table.
Sitting with Jason somewhere, just watching this madness.
Yeah, and you hear it too. Rictavio's not quiet.
Oh no, he's not.
Can I make a check to see if this is a persona he's putting on or if this is his real mannerisms and speech?
Roll an insight check. Difficult to tell. I mean, you know of bards and how eccentric they can be. And he's an outsider, so the fact that he is so uppity and happy isn't too odd. But even you all are outsiders and a little bit more lighthearted, and even you aren't this eccentric. Rogar seems a little happy in this place, but that's just because you feel like he enjoys violence. But this guy is hanging out. It's a little different. You don't know if he's putting on airs or if he's just a very odd fella. But it is odd to you.
Copy that.
After, say at this point, 45, 50 minutes, Rogar comes back down from doing something in the room, and you're all down in the lobby of the Blue Water Inn.
I'd like to go find somewhere private and attempt to commune with Mordock. Gotta check in, catch
Sure.
him up to speed.
It's nighttime, so there's not. I mean, you can go to your new room if you like, or
Sure.
find a corner upstairs if you want, whatever you'd like to do.
Anywhere's good.
And once you are in a place where you feel comfortable, you may roll. You can summon your sword and roll a religion check.
Gotcha.
Kind of like before when it starts to hum and feels like it's gonna fade, but it pushes through, and you do hear, "Ah, Sebastian, what news do
More
you have?"
Mordock, I have lots to tell you about. We found a Vistani child in a lake who was going to be killed by this ugliest of creatures. Poor thing. And we saved the child. We brought it back to the people. They had created this camp on this giant mound. I'm sure they were up to no good there. They gave us a book, supposedly written by Strahd himself. Jason has it currently. Let me look through it for a bit, and it seemed to detail Strahd and his jealousy and how he yearned for some woman and killed his brother. I don't know. I didn't seem to get much from it, but maybe some of this might makes more sense to you. And then on our journey back here, we were attacked by bats. Bit my companion Jason, my companion Rogar.
And are they showing any signs of illness or
They both
strangeness?
they both seem fine as far as I can tell. Do you have any guidance for me?
Hmm. Have you seen these bats before? Do you know what these creatures do in this land?
I have not seen these creatures before. They look like ordinary bats to me.
Hmm.
I did find out about the ravens, though. Jason has befriended them. Uh, seems as
Bef-
though they are people.
Lycanthropes of the raven kind.
Yes,
Very interesting, and they're willing to help you.
it seems as such.
Hmm.
I do not trust them, but so far they have seemed trustworthy.
Well, definitely smart to not trust anyone, but keep
Agreed.
an open mind at the same time. You must learn as much as you can. Even an enemy can give you information that you need.
Ah, and one last thing, and I tell him about the message I found from Gran.
Hmm. So she still lives, from what we can tell.
Possibly.
And it's some sort of a sword of light, a sun sword. That sounds like a very impressive weapon.
Not more impressive than this rapier.
Well, if only I can make this rapier shoot powers out of it.
Can you?
Unfortunately, it's just a means of communication.
Hmm, I see. Well, I tell you what can shoot bolts of light out of it. My friend Jason. You saw him shoot one out of his fist.
A bolt of light out of a fist. Is he a wizard?
I'm not certain. I asked him if he was a religious folk, and he seemed to not be religious. From what I can gather, I think he is his own god.
Watch out for that sort of ambition. Seems you
Well,
found a good set of people to watch your back, however. You're a smart boy, Sebastian.
oh, I think.
I believe you and these people, if you watch out for one another, you can figure out how to leave that place and hopefully how to gather some of these very interesting, powerful things that I keep
Yes.
hearing about.
What shall you have me seek out? What
You have to have that sword.
that sword, right? That's what I was thinking. We must get that sword and get it out of this place.
And keep studying over that tome. Perhaps something can be gleaned off of it. It's in Strahd's own hand. Something will present itself.
Maybe there's some cryptic riddle hidden inside.
Perhaps.
All right. Well,
Very good.
thank you, my liege, and shall update you later on.
Be safe, Sebastian. The connection fades. You all sit around. The couple of commoners that are there have left. Night gets late. Rictavio scribbles in his journal for quite some time while finishing his nasty whiskey milk. He gets himself proper wine after that. Doesn't pay you much mind. Every once in a while takes a break, looks around, looks at you, nods, goes back to writing. Eventually goes up the stairs, the interior stairs, which, as far as you know so far, is where Erwin and Danica sleep. The room that you were in last night, that was actually their room. There's another room next to it and another room next to that. So you assume Rictavio's room is one of the other two that you didn't see. But your room is outside around the corner next to Ismark and Irina. Whenever you got nothing else to do, you can go up and rest for the evening. Rogar, did you clean up any of that blood?
No, the blood and stuff's all still there.
And everything
Smells
you laid out?
very strong of incense. I picked up the candles and put the censer and stuff like that, but there's a very strong like incense aroma. And there's like a smattering of blood on the ground.
So you would have noticed that, Grim. And then the rest of you will notice it when you walk in. The incense aren't as strong now since it's probably been a couple hours. But you see that was
Gross.
some sort of ritual set up here.
Rogar, can you like clean up after yourself? Ugh, nasty.
Blood.
Yeah, but I don't have shoes.
Step in it then.
Somebody who likes blood oaths, you'd think you'd be a little careful about cleaning up blood. What
Not
if
my
that blood
blood.
gets mixed in our blood oath?
Nah, we did that somewhere else. Impossible.
Going to bed.
I lay down in the blood to sleep.
Okay. You lay down in some blood. There's 2 beds. You guys can bunk up or however you want to do it.
I'll lay in the corner and go to sleep.
Okay. And if there's nothing else you all want to talk about for the evening, you will have a long rest, and that's where we'll end this episode for today.
We're going to
Windmill?
Windmill the next day. That's our plan.
Alright,
You guys
first-
can't change it on me. Going to that
First thing in
windmill.
the morning, you guys are going to the windmill. You'll have 1 day until the Festival of the Blazing Sun, where I'm sure something fun's gonna happen. That'll be exciting. So next time, Old Bone Grinder, Festival of the Blazing Sun, unless things happen that trip you guys up. Get ready.
If I see that bald guy again, I'm gonna kill him.
Okay.
Haven't fought anything real for a while. I need a challenge.
Trying.
Rip that
Roll
guy's
that.
arm off.
I rolled this swarm of bats. I was hoping for dire wolves, but didn't happen.
It's fine.
Well,
now I have
Internet.
bats.
Internet, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe for more. The plot is thickening. We're learning about stuff, and we're getting to know each other. Until next time, y'all stay safe out there.
Eh.
I love you.